What's up, everybody? It's been a long time. I haven't been on YouTube in forever. I often forget that I even have a YouTube channel, and I fail to neglect it. And it's just sad because I take lots of pictures and videos, and I'd like to share them with my friends and family and any other randos who want to watch them. So, anyways, just got a new computer, so I can have a lot more fancy fun with editing and do some fun stuff and see if I can make anything fun for y'all. If whoever you're watching, my whole 4 subscribers, I appreciate every one of you. I probably know you closely. Anyways, yeah, so this is just going to be a test run on using my new equipment. So please bear with me and look for lots of laughable edits that are kind of ridiculous. And so I'm even getting used to not looking at the monitor right now. I'm actually looking straight into the camera, and I'm going to test and see how this works because it's kind of unusual for me. My other camera was a little different, a little flopsy-bopsy. So anyways, again, it's good to see everybody. Let me grab my little buddy here so he can say hi. Say hello, Edward.
Say hello, YouTube. We haven't been here for a while, and everybody would like to see us, so hi, Mops. Hi, everybody. I can't go now because I hate my dog.
Oh, no, he wants to sit on my lap, of course. So anyways, I don't know, I just want to talk about the last year and a half. It's been fucked up. It's been a long, interesting year and a half. We moved, for those of you who don't know, my partner and I moved from Madison, Wisconsin to Portland, Oregon, and we lived in Portland for about a year, and then we moved to Astoria, Oregon. So we are coastal people now, and you know, this is kind of where we want to retire. And so it's been an interesting year, and there's a lot of funny stories and fun times that I'd like to reflect on, and I've got some pictures and some videos, and so good times to be had by all. But this is just the intro, and like I said, bear with me with my fun with editing, and we'll see what kind of video I can pop out. Alright, peace. So one story I have to tell is kind of the awesomeness of the past week. I don't know, if you're my Facebook friend, you've probably heard this before, but I don't know, maybe it's fun to hear it from the actual person. So anyways, a good friend of mine, Carrie, had posted that she was going to do this really fun, like her week. She had all these fun celebrity things that she was going to do, Carrie Brownstein, Slater Kinney. But she had also mentioned something about Drew Barrymore in a book signing, and I was like, oh my god! So I freaked out, and I like kind of checked it out and figured it out, and just so happened that I happened to be off of work that night, and yes, it was going to be a gross drive into the city. To me, I was like, oh my god, that's kind of worth it, I should totally do it. And so, lo and behold, on Friday, I worked a really long-ass day. I got up and worked at like 5 in the morning. Ended up getting done at 3, drove to Portland through the hideous mountains, the back way. So there's 2 ways for us to get from Portland to Astoria, and then one way is kind of like pretty and mountainous and calm and sweet, and the other way is like hideous high mountains, cliffs that you look like you're going to fall off, and it's really scary. And oftentimes you're driving in the clouds, so it's just this like dead fog. Anyways, needless to say, I took that way. It's so much faster. And so I went. I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't really have any details online. I didn't even know if I would get to see her. So ended up we were there super early and got tickets to get our book signed, and also happened to get seats in the audience where she was reading. She was going to do some readings and just talk for a while. And like, so anyways, 7 o'clock rolls around. She starts talking, and you know, like, the whole hour that she talked, it was like, I mean, it was literally like sitting there at the kitchen table with your best friend. Like, and again, it's everything you would imagine her to be like, she really was. She was so genuine, so humble, so grateful, and, you know, like, I don't know, I can't even, I mean, she is everything that I would imagine she would have been, and I'm so happy about that. It was funny because then, you know, she told all these really great stories that, like, probably, like, even something I didn't know. Like, I was a kid of E.T. I was obsessed with E.T. as a child, and it was really great. She told this story about how the way she was describing this story, she kept referring to it as this boy's life, or this boy's life, and kind of talking about it sort of in a bit, but backhandedly and not making really a lot of, it didn't really make any sense because I kept being like, what movie is she talking about? I'm like, I don't believe I've ever seen this boy's life with her. So then finally the punchline was at the end when she was like, oh, and yes, they later renamed this movie E.T. And so that was kind of like the whole audience kind of was like, oh, and so it was kind of cool. Like that was kind of one of those moments where it's like, you know, I'm a diehard ET fan, and the fact that I didn't even know that is, I'm impressed. Like whatever, it was pretty cool. But anyways, you know, she spent the rest of the hour talking about her family and her, you know, her friends and, you know, like her kids and all that kind of cool stuff, and just who made her who, and it's just kind of cool. And so anyways, it comes to book signing time, and I don't know if you've ever been around me and celebrities, I'm just a hot fucking stupid mess, and I always just say something dumb. Recently, I was with my sister at Comic-Con, and we got our picture taken with Stephen Amell. Well, I felt it was a priority to try to see what he smelled like, so the whole time in the photograph, I also didn't realize he was going to put his arm around us. I'm making a wonky, because as I'm doing probably now sometimes, because I actually don't have my glasses on, because it actually helps me look at the camera a little bit better, but I've got the wonky side eye, which is always awesome. So I was, you know, and I thank God I didn't say anything stupid to him. Like that's my biggest fear. I have this thing, you know, one time at Sisters, I said something dumb to them when I had an opportunity, but so I was like, I am going to say the right thing. I'm going to say something nice. I'm going to say something not stupid or sketchy or weird or creepy. Like she probably gets a million times a day at these things. So it was my turn to come up, and I was like, I had it all planned out, and I just, you know, I got up to her, and I was like, she was like, hi, and I was like, oh God, here we go. And so I just smiled, and I said, you know, I just wanted to tell you that I really appreciate and admire all the amazing things that you've done for the LGBT community, and I just wanted to say thank you. And I got from that, she looked at me and gave me the, which, I don't know, if you're a Drew Barrymore fan, I got that signature mouth open, head, like, it was everything. I couldn't have, like, amazing. She's fucking amazing. She has, like, the most adorable, she was so sweet and so nice and, like, tangible, and, like, she made eye contact and was just a real person, and that's kind of refreshing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So secretly, I believe I'm trying to fulfill some kind of twisted childhood dreams. I now have met Gertie from E.T. I was one of those Steven Spielberg kids. I was obsessed about them all. You know, but E.T. was hard obsession. You can ask, my family can, I had the, like, curtains, bed sheets, dolls everywhere. It was just on. I cried my eyes out when I was a little kid at E.T. In fact, I probably owe E.T. my crazy movie sensitivity that makes me bawl my eyes out at anything sad to E.T., but in the fact that I also live in a movie, or I live in a town that was, you know, basically survives off of a Steven Spielberg movie and is nostalgic and iconic because of Steven Spielberg movie. So I love me some Steven Spielberg stuff, apparently. So anyways, so that's again another test of the, you know, just whatever, funny stories about my random life and whatever, but it was the best 3-hour hideous scary mountain scary drive worth it ever. And I also got to see some of my old New Seasons folks, including shout out to Pam Cover. I love me some Pam Cover. She's my mom on the West Coast. I love it. So anyways, peace.